Imagine a book shrouded in ancient mystery, revered yet hidden from the familiar pages of the Bible. What if there was more to the creation story than we've ever known? What if there were ancient secrets, divine whispers, and insights just waiting to be uncovered? The Book of Jubilees, an extraordinary work attributed to Moses himself, promises exactly that. Traditionally linked to the same hand that penned Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and even the Book of Job, Jubilees stands as a lesser-known yet deeply significant text, filled with mysteries often overlooked or forgotten. It's known as the Little Genesis, a fascinating name that hints at its purpose. But what makes it unique, and why has it captured the hearts and minds of those who dare to explore it? Unlike Genesis, which offers sweeping accounts of creation and the origins of humanity, the Book of Jubilees dives into the finer details, filling in gaps with episodes and insights that other texts leave untouched. It doesn't merely echo the story, it expands it, inviting us to see familiar tales from an entirely new perspective. The Little Genesis is like a series of secret chapters that enrich the grand story of the beginning. But who were these stories meant for? And why were they kept apart from the other books of the Bible? If Moses truly authored these words, he may have felt an urgent call to record not only the events themselves but also the inner workings and divine instructions behind them. In Jubilees, he documents the structure of time itself, measured in cycles of 49 years, or Jubilees, each marking a new chapter in the divine plan. Could it be that Moses wanted to share more than just the timeline of events, perhaps a map of sacred cycles meant to reveal the rhythms of God's hand in history? These additional insights and teachings in Jubilees include everything from explanations of key events to deeper spiritual principles that speak of the purpose and sanctity of creation. For example, there are unique accounts of the origins of humanity, the sacredness of the Sabbath, and even additional laws that emphasize divine order and cosmic harmony. Imagine the weight Moses must have felt, carrying such knowledge. What was he trying to tell us through these hidden details? Did he believe that knowing these secrets could bring humanity closer to the divine? As we uncover these layers, we're left to wonder, what could these ancient insights mean for us today? And why would this little Genesis have remained hidden for so long? The Book of Jubilees holds a special, sacred status among unique religious communities. It is considered holy by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church as well as by the Beta Israel, the Ethiopian Jewish community. Remarkably, it is preserved in Guizi, an ancient liturgical language of Ethiopia, allowing it to remain a living document within these communities for centuries. But what gives this ancient text such enduring appeal? Back in the days of Jesus and even earlier, the Book of Jubilees was widely read and respected among Jewish circles, valued for its unique details and insights into biblical events. Its influence extended into early Christianity as well, where it was cited by several prominent Christian leaders. Imagine the discussions, the teachings, the guidance drawn from this text, passed down through generations, its verses recited as sacred wisdom. Moreover, fragments of this book have been uncovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls, an astonishing discovery that connects Jubilees to one of the most revered collections of ancient manuscripts ever found. This finding solidifies its importance and reveals that it was part of the fabric of early Jewish thought, studied and cherished by communities dedicated to preserving their faith and heritage. What secrets and lessons did these communities find in its pages? And why was it revered by so many across different cultures and eras? The Book of Jubilees remains a link to an ancient understanding of the world, a testament to beliefs that were once widespread, holding profound meaning even today. The Book of Jubilees unfolds in roughly 50 chapters, each packed with fascinating insights into creation, time, and the earliest biblical events. Unlike other texts, it doesn't just recount history, It dives into the structure of time itself, offering a cosmology that feels both mysterious and grand. One of its most striking features is its unique chronology, built around cycles of 49 years, each known as a Jubilee. According to the text, these cycles were revealed directly to Moses during his 40 days and nights on Mount Sinai, transmitted by angels as part of a divine vision. This sacred timeline doesn't just measure years, it marks the unfolding of God's plan, chapter by chapter, jubilee by jubilee. Through this framework, the Book of Jubilees reshapes our understanding of key events, from creation to the covenant with Abraham, casting them in a rhythm that suggests intentionality and order in the universe. What secrets are hidden in this divine pattern of time? And what might it tell us about how God views the past, present, and future? This little Genesis invites us to see beyond mere dates and years, into a sacred calendar meant to reveal the profound harmony of creation. The Book of Jubilees once held a place of respect and reverence, yet it faced a significant turning point between the 4th and 5th centuries. During this period, influential church councils gathered to determine which texts would form the official biblical canon. Although Jubilees was widely read in earlier times and held in high regard, it ultimately did not make it into the canon that most Christian communities now recognize. Why was it excluded? One major reason for its omission lies in its theological interpretations, which differ from mainstream Christian doctrines that were solidifying at that time. The Book of Jubilees offers unique perspectives on creation, the patriarchs, and Jewish law that resonated more closely with certain Jewish traditions and were even considered essential by the Qumran community, a group known for their distinct beliefs and practices. This alignment with minority traditions may have contributed to its exclusion from the canon, as church leaders sought a more unified theological foundation for the growing Christian faith. Despite this exclusion, however, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church preserved the Book of Jubilees, maintaining it as a cherished and sacred text. For them, it is more than a historical curiosity, it is a profound source of wisdom about creation, the lives of the patriarchs, and the divine laws that govern the world. This preservation speaks to the rich diversity within early Judeo-Christian beliefs and highlights the unique spiritual insights that Jubilees has continued to offer. Why did this particular community find such value in it when others set it aside? The survival of Jubilees within the Ethiopian Orthodox tradition reminds us that the paths of ancient texts are often as complex and fascinating as the stories they tell. The Book of Jubilees shares intriguing connections with the Book of Enoch, referencing it as one of the most ancient and revered records. Throughout Jubilees, the influence of Enoch is evident, especially in its detailed descriptions of celestial beings and spiritual hierarchies. It mentions 4 distinct types of angels, including the angels of presence and the angels of sanctification, both of which are also described in Enoch. These beings are depicted as close to God, fulfilling specific divine roles within a structured, heavenly order. Additionally, the Book of Jubilees recounts the dramatic story of fallen angels who descended to earth, attracted to mortal women. This union led to the birth of the Nephilim, a race of giants whose existence disrupted the balance between heaven and earth, a narrative vividly portrayed in Enoch as well. These stories of divine and earthly intermingling highlight a shared theme of cosmic conflict and the boundaries between the spiritual and mortal worlds. This thematic overlap suggests that Jubilees may have been written to complement and expand upon Enoch, addressing the mysteries of creation, divine order, and the consequences of defying it. For readers, these links offer a glimpse into the ancient belief systems that shaped Jewish cosmology and invite us to consider how early communities understood the mysteries of their world. The Book of Jubilees stands as a remarkable testament to the diversity and depth of ancient spiritual thought. It offers insights beyond those found in traditional biblical texts, filling in the gaps with vivid details about creation, the patriarchs, and God's cosmic order. Traditionally attributed to Moses, Jubilees introduces us to a divine chronology shaped by cycles of 49 years, presenting a sacred rhythm meant to guide humanity's understanding of time and history. Though excluded from the mainstream biblical canon due to its unique theological perspectives, Jubilees found lasting sanctuary within the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Its exclusion in the early Christian councils only heightened its value for certain communities, especially the Ethiopian Orthodox and Beta Israel Jewish groups, who viewed it as a crucial text preserving divine wisdom. In connection with the Book of Enoch, Jubilees also explores the mysteries of angels, cosmic order, and the Nephilim, expanding upon themes that intrigued early Jewish audiences. This deep intertextuality with Enoch provides a rare window into ancient cosmologies and the spiritual hierarchies of the time. For modern readers, this continuity emphasizes the complexity of early Jewish and Christian beliefs, as well as the sacred narratives that shaped them. Today, Jubilees offers a unique vantage point into ancient sacred history. Its survival, particularly through the Ethiopian tradition, reminds us that the paths of faith are intricate, and that early religious communities held a vast array of ideas about God, the cosmos, and humanity's place in the divine order. It challenges us to view history not as a single story, but as a tapestry woven from many voices, each contributing to the understanding of the divine and the eternal.